How to use Servicem8. Hello, hope you're doing good. I'm your host Jason. In this tutorial, I'll be walking you through how to use Servicem8 as a beginner. Servicem8 is a cloud-based job management software that helps businesses track, manage, and complete service jobs more efficiently. It's particularly useful for service-based businesses that operate on the go. As it's mobile-friendly and designed, it makes it simple and easy to track jobs and also schedule your jobs, give out quotations, invoicing, and time tracking. Some of its key features include creating and assigning tasks. You can use it for quotes and invoices, scheduling, and its mobile app. Now to get started, you're going to go on Servicem8.com. Then you're going to tap on Free Trial. From there, you can sign up using your email address. After you have done that, you can tap on Select Industry and you can select the industry that you're in. Then you can select your business size and you're going to tap on Next. After you have tapped on Next, you can choose the accounting software that you use. If you don't use an accounting software, you can tap on None. Then you'll tap on Next. From here, you can fill in your business name. After filling in your business name, you could also add your business logo, or if you don't want to add it now, I'll be showing you how to do it later on. So you can tap on Finish. After you have tapped on Finish, you're going to tap on Click here to continue, and you will be redirected to your Servicem8 dashboard. Once on your dashboard, the first thing I want you to do is hover over Account from the top navigation bar. Then you're going to tap on Settings. After tapping on Settings, what I want you to do next, you're going to tap on Preferences. After selecting Preferences, from here you'll be able to set up your business profile. So for example, you can add your company logo by tapping on Select. From there, you can add in your company logo. So for example, I'll just be adding in, let's say, this logo right here. I'll tap on Open and I'll automatically add that image. Then you can scroll down, you can fill in your company name, business number, and website, and so on. And you can also set up your opening and closing hours, and you can scroll down and you can fill in more information about your business, as you can see right here. And also in this section, if we were to go back, you can also go over to the left hand menu option, and from here you can access the tax settings. Better yet, you can also set up your job setting right here. So for example, you can set up how you would like the client information to be formatted, whether you like to be last name first, or you would like to reformat that and you would like to have it as entered. You can set that up right there. Once you're finished doing that, we're going to go back. So you're going to tap on Settings once more. So we'll leave this section. After doing that, you can tap on Staff. Once you have tapped on Staff, from here you'll be able to invite staff members by tapping on Invite in the top right hand corner. You can invite staff members. After you have invited staff members, I want you to tap on Settings once more. After tapping on Settings, what I want you to do next, you're going to go over to the top and you're going to tap on Dispatch Board. After selecting Dispatch Board, you can see a sample job that has been created. And by the way, to create a job is quite straightforward. All you'll need to do is tap on New Job from the top navigation bar. Then you can enter in the client information. So you can tap right here and you could enter in the client name. So we'll tap on Create New. And you're going to create a new customer. So you'll tap on the plus right there to create a new customer. Then after you have created a customer, you can tap on Enter Job Address and you could enter the address. Then from there, you could choose the status, as this is the same section that you can use to create a quotation. So you could select quote, then you could create the job category. You can tap right there and you can choose the job category. So I'll select Standard. Then you can add in the job description. And you can tap on the items that will be used, so you could add in the items right there. After you have done that, you can fill in the contacts information. Once you have filled in the contacts information, you'll tap on Close. Now, if it is a case that you would like to print the quotation or so on, you can do that in this section. You could tap on email and you could email the quotation. You can also send it via SMS, as you can see right there. And if you were to tap on more, you'll be able to print the quotation. And as I said earlier, this is the same section you'll be able to use to assign a job. So you could tap on work order and you could assign the job right there to a particular staff member. Once you have assigned a job, this is where you'll be able to view your schedule. So from here, you can see the job, the sample job that was created. Once that job has been finished, you can tap on the job. Then you can tap on double click from the right hand menu option. After you have double click, you will see it pop up right here. And at the moment it is in progress. That is what work order mean. Once the job has been completed, you'll tap right where you see work order and you're going to tap on completed. After you have tapped on completed, you'll tap on close. Once it has been closed, what you will do next, you can tap on invoicing from the top navigation bar. After selecting invoicing, you'll be redirected to this page and you'll see the job that you have just scheduled or better yet just completed. Once you are here, you're going to tap on awaiting approval. Then you'll select the job. After you have selected the job, you can either choose to print the invoice, email the invoice, or if you have received payment, you can tap on receive payment right there. So this is how you'll be able to receive payment or how you'll be able to send out an invoice or so on. Once you have done that, another thing that you can also do when it comes onto Servicem8, if you download the mobile app, your technicians will be able to use the mobile app to time track. So they'll be able to log their hours while using the mobile app. So that is another added perk of using Servicem8. So with this, you'll be able to record when your technician starts working. So you'll be able to better pay them and so on. And also with Servicem8, you can view your reporting and analytics by tapping on reports from the top right here. And this is where you'll be able to view all of your reports. You can go over to the left hand menu option and you can view it by month, by client, or so on. And that's basically it. Hope you found this tutorial helpful on how to use Servicem8 to manage your jobs, quotes, or invoicing and payments. Whether you're running an electrical business or any other type of service business, Servicem8 makes it easy to keep everything organized and run your operations smoothly. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, you can leave them in the comment section, and thank you for watching.